take it.
I'm going to punch your ovaries.
What did you think? What did you think her name was?
I thought it was one gay, two virgins. I don't know. I got lost in how it goes.
Okay, it's two virgins, one gay. Like, how
Get it
dare
right.
you? All right. Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of Two Virgins, One Gay, or we can reduce it like contraction, like 2V1G. My name is
2V1G?
Yeah, 2V1G, Two Virgins, One Gay.
Oh, I thought it was two, like, vagina, but I didn't know what the G is for.
Two Virgins, One Gay. So my name is Blessing. I am one of the virgins. We have Layal, who is what?
I think a virgin. A virgin.
A questionable virgin.
question.
Not a saint, though. And we have our lovely, oh so beautiful, Alexander.
I'm also virgin.
Yeah.
I'm
And Aries.
probably the purest out of the three here.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
The behind his knee hasn't been touched.
Behind his knee? What is behind your knee? Oh, no!
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
So anyway,
Just to make it awkward.
so just to let you guys know, this podcast is just whatever comes to our mind. There is no rhyme or reason. This is just us talking, and I hope you enjoy this sort of show. Yeah.
Yay.
Friends who are virgins and gay.
Why did you look at me with a guy?
Gay,
No,
not guy.
I
Jeez.
heard guy. And
Oh
you looked at
my
me.
goodness! Not everything is about you, Layal.
Did you see my gender?
No.
Jeez,
So-
Louise, lemon squeeze.
So originally we were talking about what, Alex?
We had to do it.
What?
We were talking about your thing
Oh.
earlier, and that's when we realized we should just start recording.
Oh, I am finally on my part two series of. I don't know if it's actually like organized correctly because I feel like I've done part 2 like 3 times already. I feel like this is part 9.
But
But
what?
what is it? For those who
Oh.
don't know, have no context, don't see your agenda. There's an agenda.
It's for my so I'm going to therapy. So I'm going through.
See, guys, it's okay.
And it's
Therapy
not conversion
is-
therapy, so be like relax.
Yes.
Converge at my ass.
You can lead a gay to the neck.
This is why he's back to be the virgin, y'all. Yeah.
Can't make him suck. Anyway.
Okay.
Can make him suck.
So my therapy. So there's a lot. I don't want to go like too much into it, but I just want to say therapy is amazing. I am so happy that I am going to it and that I have the resources to access. Right now I'm going through something called emotional regulation therapy. So far so good.
Tell me more about emotional regulation. I've heard about it. I didn't know what it is.
What you say?
Oh. So tell me more about emotional regulation. I've heard about it, but I don't know what it is.
So when you think emotional regulation, what do you think the opposite of regulation would be?
Regulation?
Dysregulation.
Dysregulation.
So
I was gonna say, like, what's it called when everything's in disarray and like
Chaos?
Yeah, chaos, but like the political term,
The
anarchy.
So it's kind of like emotional anarchy, but in my case, it's more so along the lines of dismantling a lot of toxic / well, most of it was all learned, so no / toxic learned behaviors. And I think I'm doing pretty good.
Cool. Let's get you some alcohol.
Yeah, I need to So right now, my homework for this week, I have to make short-term and long-term goals in regards to managing. Thank you. In managing, or sorry, as they put it, steps for reducing painful emotions. So I have to think of long-term and short-term goals.
Yeah.
And I have to start documenting all of my positive events in my life. Then I have to make some long-term goals. We discuss attending to relationships. And last but not least, avoid avoiding.
Sorry for the sound in the background. That is my fridge. It needs love too.
Yeah, that's not my fart.
Or
At
is
all.
it?
I mean, no,
That would be a weird fart sounding thing.
yeah, a lot of things are weird.
Yeah.
So what were we on in terms of attending to relationships?
So I left off at... If I can't... Oh no, I was going to say something so bad.
This is a safe space.
I was like, if...
with
it's
absolutely
so bad.
no listeners.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I mean, is it something that if someone found out later on in your life of success,
Yeah.
they would get you with pitchforks?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Don't say it.
Oh my god. So...
Tell me afterwards. Write it down. It still works on this
I
side,
know.
Alex.
So, for attending to relationships, there have been a lot of shitty people in my life. And that's, kind of obvious to say because everyone experiences or comes across shitty people.
Yeah.
However, some people come across more shittier people than others. And in my case, I have, I have been around them for way too long, dated them, and eventually, I don't know, I guess I became crazy. So, after about 8 months of therapy, I'm finally at the point where I have to evaluate my relationships. And the biggest one is, to attend to my relationships, and what is the fundamental, I suppose, defining criteria to allow people to stay or to enter my life. And I wrote, we discussed in depth.
We discussed with lots of laughter. LOL.
Wait, what?
Well, no. Let me tell. Basically, before we started recording, we had lots of thoughts and lots of laughing and a lot of jokes being passed around, and some that should never be recorded, of our thoughts of what should be. But it turned out it was helpful.
Just to clarify again, it's jokes passed around, not farts passed around.
Both, actually. It was definitely both. A hard both.
Oh my god.
A hard fart? That is... Okay, sure.
So I came down to steps to addressing what would make a healthy relationship. Mainly platonic. And the fundamental criteria was mutual respect. However, that breaks down into a lot of categories.
It does.
Such as boundaries, values, outlook.
Pussy.
Farts. Farts is a big factor, actually.
Yeah.
Colon burping.
Colon burping.
Colon. From which side? The
Just
upside
be
or
like,
downside?
"Blah."
Wait, what if it's a vagina burping?
Oh, that's a queef.
I thought we're not using real names here.
That's a proper term. You said vagina burp. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Thank you.
It could be a genital hiccup.
Okay, I like that better. A genital hiccup.
Like, okay, guys, let's get our genitals.
It's my
Hiccuping.
genital hiccup.
Just like I looks at him, my girl hiccup.
Hiccup, hiccup.
Like, oh, yeah. Well, this is how my girl hookups.
No, she'll have to learn how to breathe through her nose.
And that was her hiccup.
I am just looking at both of them and where's the
She
face?
was very, yeah, I'm a virgin. I think that adds to the fun.
You have to confirm that now.
And people are like, okay, I need to go and use some forceps or whatever and
Check what? Oh, under the hood?
yeah, I'm sure it's not forceps. I'm sure it's something else. I don't think it's
Hymen?
Yeah, my hymen, but with something, a tool, something.
Why
with
would
a
they check it
clamp.
with a tool? Didn't that just break it?
I know, but they want to see the blood.
You know what? We should Google that.
Oh my god.
YouTube it.
Yeah, watch it later. Oh my gosh. Alex.
No, I tried to burp too, but I can't burp.
That's not a mouth burp. That's a colon burp.
No, that was her vagina burp.
Hiccup.
Vagina hiccup.
Wow. Yeah, Layal, like, what the heck?
No, just imagine a burp coming out of a vagina.
Yeah, imagine a vagina with teeth.
Ah, ew. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, how do you brush them?
Oh, dear
Would
Lord.
you use the same toothbrush up and down?
Would you use the same lip jab?
Oh.
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Wait, what if you
We're
need
not-
braces for your teeth down there?
Oh my goodness, then all of a sudden dental work is a lot more invasive.
Could you just imagine flossing?
Oh!
Oh,
No,
go
but-
down there.
But
Like,
it's
oh.
supposed to be self-cleaning. It's supposed to be self-cleaning.
How about what do you call it? The thing that gets stuck in your teeth that you have to clean it up.
With the floss?
Plaque?
The
Oh, the plaque?
plaque, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Like, how would you clean the plaque under?
It's supposed to be a self-cleaning system. We ain't supposed to touch it.
Damn,
The girl
guys.
got it. She's like, I got my own floss.
Imagine the revolution in the dental chair when you go there. You
That-
flip it up, upside down. And
So
you got the
basically,
vagina up there.
you don't have to go to a dentist and a gynecologist. There's just both.
So what would they be
Yeah.
called? Like, gyna...
Gynedental?
Gynedental?
Gyna...
Dentagaya?
Oh.
Dentagaya now?
Genki Dale. Genki Dale. I went straight Japanese for that.
Clean your
Genki
holes. That would be a place. Like, you know.
Clean
Come-
your holes.
Come clean your holes at Pornhub, where you try it for free for the first 7 days.
The first month is free.
Just for you. If you sign up for the next 2 seconds, you're gonna have 1 year absolutely. Oh, you missed it. You're right.
You would floss with a tampon.
Who's gonna put their tampon in there?
Well, because
It's gonna be like,
But can
and
you-
then you're like, oh, it bit me.
But can you control it, or can you not?
yeah, because
control
like the tampon has a string. You can just floss with the
No,
string.
but can you? What happens? It just like, and then how are you supposed to get it? Then you have to like, if it clamps on it, like you're supposed to get the string to pull it out, right? But what happens if the teeth like cuts it off, and now you're worried because it's like, oh, the other bit's in there. How do I get it? Because my girl bite.
mouth guards?
Oh, that's true. Or like the
What
thing
was
where
it
like the
called?
thing that keeps it open, like those gag things in those sex shops. You need to do that for your girl down there to get the tampon.
I have no idea what you just said, and I really don't want to know at this moment.
Find it.
Oh my
It's
god!
called a gag ball.
I know, but you put it down there?
Not down there, like in the mouth, but now they're only
'Cause
known
there's
with
teeth.
how do you gag?
But like, who would put their dick in a vagina that has teeth?
Do the teeth retract?
I mean, there's
No,
a lot of different
maybe.
people out there. We went far left when we were talking. We were like
Talking about therapy, and
and
now
they're
like,
like-
about
I know,
vaginas
it's
with
just like-
teeth.
and that's how our conversation.
I think I started off
Gag
with
hole, is that what it's called? I don't know.
I just get
gag
gagged.
mask maybe.
There's a gag hole? What the
like
fuck is?
ball.
Gag ball. Oh, see that makes more sense.
I think there's a lot to porn I haven't explored yet.
See, like that's the thing you're supposed to. I'm showing the gag ball.
Yeah, that's the gag ball.
Yeah, but
But-
I want the thing where it's like it keeps the mouth open.
Ew, ooh.
Oh, I
I
think
hear
it's
you-
this one. Oh,
I hear when people get like one time when I was a
like
kid,
they can't, like they
I went to
can
the
only
dentist
drool.
and they mad.
This, so then you're able
I wonder
Ew,
what-
that's torture. What the fuck is wrong with people?
lay out.
Ah.
Another man's trash is another woman's pleasure. I made that on the spot. I'm
How
good.
much is she getting paid? That's a question.
Oh my god.
She's just like, but I lock my mouth. She can't even say it. She's like,
What do you mean?
How is that?
So it's like, what? I love you so much.
I feel like that's how I sound on the daily.
I think we should
But you
have
got a
named the
gag?
channel Two Sleuths when
Two sleuths?
sluts. S-L-O-T.
Sluts and like
S-L-O-O-T,
okay,
salute.
let's
No, 3 slots. There you go.
free the sluts.
No, 2
Okay,
slots.
let me figure out first what a
What?
slut is.
No,
Okay,
S-L-O-O-T.
Free the
It's like
sloot.
the slang that you use, like
What's it called? What is it called? Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary.
Because I don't think we fit that.
Urban Dictionary.
I think-
And stuff a dick.
Is that? Am I allergic to something?
Are you?
There shouldn't be anything heard. Was it just now? It just started to appear?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. I have an EpiPen in my car from
And
like
I
2 years
also got
ago.
my
I have
disinfectant
an
if you
EpiPen
want
in
to
my
spray. Slut. What's a slut?
What's a slut?
We're not slut shaming. We're literally
Slut.
searching it up
Oh yeah, let's be
from
clear.
like the prime sources, you know.
What is a slut shaming?
Slut shaming is like, oh, you sleep around, gross, and then I'll be like, and you don't.
So basically everything you do on the daily, Leo.
Uh,
So here is what a
I sure
slut
sleep
is.
around.
Here is what it is. Bitchy, sleeps with every guy, too much makeup, short and tight clothing, very nasty, lost virginity in like 6th grade. So by definition, virginity is tied to slut. Like you can't be a virgin and a slut.
So
I mean, unless you just suck dick and kept put it in
how
ass.
about this one? Here.
Because I mean, Catholics can be.
Yeah, I mean it's. Are you?
Well, no, keep going. Slut. What's that? It's a basic word for
Yeah, it's very.
the ooh oh. Okay, so sloot. So 2 O's. The sluttier the girl is, 2 O's is the minimum you can add as many. Is the minimum. Okay, you can add as many O's as necessary to add emphasis to just how slutty the girl is. That bitch, her and her friends are so sloots. Or some sloots. Now it just sounds like they're British or something.
I have a word.
It's
for
Oh,
like
you.
you some sloots
Yes.
now, aren't ya?
He sounds almost Irish.
Vlut. A vlut sounds like they're vampires or something.
Just keep reading.
Okay. A virgin that acts like a slut. Man, she has never been penetrated, but she's already sucking the dick of the president's wife. Oh! Monica Lewinsky.
Oh my god.
She's a real vlut now, isn't she?
Hey.
Wait, Monica the Virgin? She worked for the White House?
I don't know.
No, why did I speak
I
like
don't-
that?
No, it's like we should have been looking up to her from day one.
Who is Monica?
Lewinsky.
She's the one who worked with Clinton.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sucked him off.
Under his
She was an
sass.
intern. I think she was like younger than me when that happened.
Holy shit!
So like back then, like yeah, because she's like
How young do you have to be hired? Like, to be...
it was intern, right? It was just interning in the government. So in my mind, like everyone's like slut shaming her like crazy, but like the fact like she
She was
even has it.
actu-
She actually puts it in a Twitter thing. It's kind of cool. But like think about it this way, because now that we're at this age, like imagine the person with all this power is like
sucking the...
yeah, like it's like suck me off. Like how do you say no to that? How? For your country. For how could you not?
You have done.
suck the dick of the office and commander of your country. Hunty. That's difficult.
I mean, I probably
Good
just.
for you, girl. You a legend. You a legend.
That's probably
But
sound
like
they were
kids,
making,
please don't do that.
I am just not getting
Or
over the
just don't get
fact
caught.
that she was younger than you, but she still worked for the White House. What the fuck am I doing with my life?
I said interning.
But still, it's the same thing.
but
White
what
House.
am I doing with my life?
I mean, it's not like I don't know.
At least
Well,
not sucking dicks.
but, like-
ah.
But at the same time, that was
I mean,
more
I
like.
should be.
But it was also like the time too, right? Like it was a lot different.
It was 20 years ago now? 20 years ago, and people still remember that.
Well, yeah, because it was. So...
She must be like 40 now.
Well, people still remember that Michael Jackson allegedly didn't suck. He didn't play with kids like that.
I didn't.
But everyone keeps bringing it up. That's why they brought out a documentary. Them little. Idiot.
Bitches.
Well, okay. In my opinion,
I'm hungry.
no, it's not that I'm hungry. I don't believe that Michael Jackson did what those people alleged in the documentary. I don't believe it at all. I personally believe he didn't touch no kids. Or if he did, that particular child has not come out. Like, I don't believe the ones that are out there.
Smooth
ones.
criminal.
That's my honest thought. Cause my thought, like, you know, with what's his name, Cosby,
Who's Cosby?
Bill Cosby.
Isn't
When he
the
came
one-
out, I didn't believe he did it. But when you saw the amount of women that came out, it's like, oh,
Maybe he did.
he probably did it. He probably
like
like just by the sheer amount. I shouldn't say that just the amount adds up, but there's also like the stories and that it was floating around back in the day.
Do you think they were paid?
To come out?
Yeah.
I mean, I think for some people they might have, but I honestly believe with the Bill Cosby thing, like he did it, and with R. Kelly, that for sure happened because there's like literally footage. There was a thing because it's like it's been known. Like I think over it was like a decade when I think the song "In the Closet" or something like that. It was such a good song. Such a good song. But like it's so bad because like he went through the court system and they had a videotape. But the issue was they didn't know the age of the girl because this was when he quote unquote he peed on someone.
Ew.
What?
Yeah, he's into all sorts of kinky sex. Okay, I think he had like a sex. I don't know. I can't say this for fact because I didn't search for this podcast. But like it's been known. Like there's this show called Boondocks, which is like those cartoon things, and like they literally did an episode on R. Kelly, and then like the main characters are like these two kids that are 12, but it's not a child show. It's like Rick and Morty level, like Savage.
Yeah.
And he's like, these guys, like R. Kelly needs help. He needs therapy. This was like over 10 years ago, and now it's blowing up, and everyone's like, yeah, I believe. Of course, I believe it. I knew he's been doing shit. I didn't know that parents keep throwing their kids at this predator.
So that the parents knew about what's going on, or
They were too blinded by their love. Yeah, I got that.
oh yeah, nice.
They were blinded by like they're like, oh my goodness, he's so amazing. Like I know this is how like people are taking with the Michael Jackson thing, where they're like, oh, like when you look back on it, how do these parents just leave their kids with Michael? Which is fair. Like a grown man, he was in his 30s or whatever, and like they left his kids with them, and like so a lot of parents are like being triggered by that, but like people are willingly throwing their daughters at
Michael Jackson.
no, R. Kelly, I'm
R. Kelly.
saying, and then they're like later on they're like, oh my goodness, my daughter won't come back, so what's going on? And like they're 18 now, they don't want to leave. Like they're in the sex dungeon of it all. Yeah, but like there's videotapes and so many women come out. They just happen to be black. So people are like, oh, if there was just one white woman trust, he would have been in the jail already.
Nice.
That's what people have been saying. But like for Michael Jackson, like I don't know. Like when you look into these kids or like their stories, like the first one who he paid him off, like when you go back into the situation of it, like the kid's family were strategic. So this was back in 93. So that was when the whole thing started, right? So Michael Jackson was currently on tour. So he just finished, I think, his first leg of his tour, right?
Okay.
And that's when they hit him with the lawsuit. So he hasn't yet started his next leg. But he had all these things. Yeah. It's kind of hard to keep doing that shit. Like, you have fans, you got all these people, but you have to deal with this because this is your reputation, right?
Yeah.
So, they're alleging that he, like, molested or, like, sexual assault, whatever it was. God. That's all happened during that time. So he's stressed because, concerts happening, people might be losing jobs. If he wants to fight it, which he could, like, then that means all those other projects, like people that are working on those stages, the security, all that, like, gone. So people's monies are at stake too, and all the promoters and stuff. And the other thing that hit him too is that when you sue, you can do both civil and criminal at the same time.
Oh my God.
So like they were starting with the civil first, so they made a petition. It's like, can we just go straight to criminal, or like they made some form of petition to like delay one of the other, which was denied. So now they're like, oh, how do we take care of two things at the same time.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like it should only be, like, if it's something of that severity, it should go straight to the criminal.
It should go straight, yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to, like, oh, let's go through. So, like, the lawsuit was civil. This was not a criminal case. This was civil. Keep that in mind.
Civil.
So, because the reason was, the kid's name's Jordan Chandler, so they were saying he was paid off because, they gave him $20,000 and like $1,000 or no, $20 million and $1 million each to the parent.
Wow.
But that was a settlement that they made, and in the settlements, like,
Michael
Michael is saying that he's innocent. This is just for negligence because of, like, being with Michael and without or whatever and whatnot. So that's what it was. And but, like, here's the thing though. That family could have still gone for criminal charges. Because that whole thing, it's a criminal offense, right? Oh my God. So they could still go for the criminal charge. There's just no money in it.
Oh, it just goes to jail. So this is why they didn't go.
So, but, like, the FBI, because after that's when the FBI started, like, going after Michael for over 10 years. Or for 10 years. So they, like, searched him, like, I think twice. And one of those times, they didn't give him notice. They just went straight into his place. And they, like, looked in everything. Like, areas they weren't even supposed to check. They went. They searched everywhere. They checked all of his, like, devices. All, like, I'm sure not, like, computers like the way we have it now. But, like, they searched all of his premises. And the only piece of quote-unquote porn was, like, some kind of, like, hipster, like, book thing with, like, nude boys, like, jumping into a lake. Like, that's all they had.
What the hell?
So when you get that, but, like, remember that case was, like, Jordan Chandler didn't even help in that case. He did his best not to be a part of that case. And after that whole civil law case, Jordan Chandler emancipated from his parents. Like, he divorced his parents. After that whole lawsuit.
He asked for, like, to be independent. Like, he doesn't need his parents' supervision to be...
Yeah. So, like, he divorced his parents. He no longer had them as his legal guardians after that situation.
It's almost as if this thing's staged.
Yeah. That, like, every time, even in the 2005 one where Michael Jackson was acquitted, the I don't remember defendants or whatever. No, he's defendant. The prosecutors were trying to get Jordan Chandler, but, you know, he was in a different country, and he did that on purpose. And when he saw how, like, all these victims were getting, like, destroyed during the cross-examination, there's no way you want to go back for that. Yeah. Like, who in their right mind, him and his 20 mil, wants to do that? So, like, this is why this is why I think the way I do, because it just doesn't add up. You can do your own research. You can believe the way you want to believe. That's just why I think that, like, I think that Michael is innocent, because, like, tried in, like, in court, been searched by the FBI for a decade. Like, if a celebrity is this shitty, they're gonna find something. Like, R. Kelly has, like, so much evidence. It's just, like, videotapes galore, because this guy...
And how's he doing?
Oh, he's breaking down all sorts of places. Like, he's having all sorts of mental breakdowns. Now that he's finally getting caught, he's like, I didn't do it. Everyone's like, you fucking did it, we know. But, like, you know, have his day in court. We'll wait for that. But for the Michael thing, he had his day in court and he was acquitted. And everyone's like, but what about the Jordan Chandler case? But, like, the thing that they don't understand with the 2004-2005 thing was that they brought in previous evidence. They didn't just say, oh, just the people right now. Because there was allegedly 5. So, of 5 victims. Which is crazy because 2 of those victims were speaking for the defendant, Michael, saying that they weren't touched.
The hell?
Yeah, exactly. So 5 and 2, like, one of them, Macaulay Culkin. Because he was the smoking gun. Like, he was the smoking for Michael. He was, like, saying... No.
Home Alone kid, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
So, for the Macaulay Culkin, yeah. So, what happened was, there's these people that worked with or worked for Michael. They called him like Jackson, not the Jackson 5, but like these 5 people who worked, like they're like a maid, probably like a gardener, some people that worked for him. And I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, they stole from Michael Jackson, so they were fired. Next thing you know, you find them in the tabloids like, oh, he really did touch those kids. One of them being in the 2004 case, being as a witness, like, yeah, I saw him touch Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin comes in and it's like, he never touched me.
Nice.
Oh! Like, her credibility shreds.
Yeah.
I was like, who did you see? I guess you. No, this is not what she said, but this is just how I see it. It's like, I guess I saw Chateau's fucking. Like, that's just how I think in my head. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and everyone keeps talking, like, the people that they had on their side for, like, going after Michael were just so not credible.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm just more shocked, like, now there's the whole Wade Robson and James Safechuck, and, like, for me, they're both in it for money. Because, like...
Sounds like it.
The Wade Robson, a lot of people don't believe for their own reasons. Like, he seemed... Because he already tried in court, like, I think in 2016. I'll make this real quick. But he tried in 2016, changed his story 4 times, and the judge had to throw it out. You know?
I mean, he changed it 6 fucking times.
No, 4.
Oh, 4 times.
But 4, like, more than once,
What
it's just, like, you need to change certain words. Okay. But, like... Change your stories 4 times, like, no one's gonna believe you.
Exactly.
And then, like, the James Safechuck, if you do a little digging, you know, like, his family, I think, has some sort of business, but, like, they're like, I don't know if they're hemorrhaging money or if there's some sort of financial problem with his family greater, like, because they have a company, so he's down with, like, he needs money. So next thing you know, after that whole thing happens, he's like,
so this is
Michael touched me or whatever. And in the documentary for James Safechuck, he was saying how, like, a lot of the abuse coincided with the building of some, I believe, a train, like, I don't remember, some station for Neverland.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. He was saying it was, like, between, like, 1988 to, I don't remember, 1988 to something. But it didn't start getting built until 1993. It didn't start until 1993. These are things you can find. There's proof of this, documents. Like, no one that I've seen on Twitter or, like, on social media can believe these guys. No, everyone's like, I keep finding all these issues. They're not credible. So, okay. So that was my rant for Michael Jackson and all this other stuff.
Damn.
I know I said a lot of stuff, but so about your
emotional regulation.
Emotional regulation.
I like how you said that and you just slowly swifted by the topic. She's like, so how about
Because I know it's a rant, and I'm like, I just needed to say it. Like,
shit on the floor.
I've said it multiple
I have
times,
a
so
song
I'm
on the
sure
phone.
these people are like sick
Pick up
of
your
me
pants
talking
and
about it. But I really needed to let it out
No, it's
in the
good.
first effing episode.
It's an episode.
It's good. I mean...
I've been drinking.
I mean, if you're still listening, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for going on this journey from all sorts of angles.
Right? I mean, I don't even remember where it started.
That's usually how our conversations go,
Oh,
which I prefer.
I think I don't know what the heck I would talk about. I don't know. I guess for my emotional regulation, I just need to create more structure surrounding it because I think before last week, I was mentally good, but then something happened and it totally shook my foundation. And
What happened?
oh yeah, I didn't tell you. Oh my god, it like shook my foundation, where it brought me back.
Was it that dream? No, that was this week.
Yeah, it was a dream.
It was a dream, but wasn't that this week?
Did I say this week?
I thought it was last week.
I think you said last week.
The lizard?
Oh no, yeah, it was this week. It was
Okay, it was this week.
It was a
Okay.
new dream then.
No, it was the same dream.
Oh, okay.
Well, like, I know. I'm not sure if you know.
Is it the lizard worms?
No.
No.
Okay, I don't know the dream.
Okay, so you told me on Tuesday
Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the day it happened though.
That was the day it happened.
Or like the morning after.
I guess my perception of time is
Well,
elongated because of the emotion.
Well, I mean, if you think about it with your work schedule, you say Fridays is your Monday, so like you say last week, but really.
Yeah, to me, yeah.
Yeah. Because tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow is your Monday again.
Tomorrow's my Monday.
Sorry, we're filming on a Thursday, just so you are aware.
Thursdays are my weekends.
Yeah, today is April 9th, 2019. It's 8:49 p.m. right
It's
now.
April 11th.
Oh, 11th? Oh, I'm sorry. I went back in time.
Is it actually only 8? Oh, it is.
It's 9.
Then
Almost 9.
11th.
Oh,
Oh, it's the 11th of the
almost
month.
9 p.m.
Wow.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought it said like just 8, and then that was the time. Like 8:04. It's like the heck.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, I know nothing. I'm Jon Snow.
Oh, it's airing this week.
But I need to. Which one?
Gotta binge watch all Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, the final season.
Where?
What do you mean where?
Is it on Netflix?
Never.
No.
Oh.
You think people would be illegally streaming?
It's on Hobo.
Oh, it's.
Hobo.
Yeah.
Oh.
HBO. I used to call it Hobo, and people are like, "Who the hell is Hobo?"
Oh yeah, because you add a random O.
Yeah,
it's like
HBO.
HBO. Makes more sense.
Hobo.
Hobo.
Oh, okay. Now I see what.
Because I'm like, where?
Hobo. Hobo.
Hobo.
Hobo.
Blah.
Where are you getting the
HBO. Because I'm trying to combine the H and the B.
So this month is gonna be interesting.
Hobo. Now I can hear hobo.
Oh my god. Hobo. Hobo. Look what the
Why
fuck.
are you doing this?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. I'm gonna get me some, Daenerys dragons, type of teas. I'm gonna get me some Targaryen sex in it. I'm gonna get me some white water in this
It's
pussy.
incest.
No.
Isn't she his aunt?
I thought
So
it was
what?
his sister.
Oh yeah, so here.
Yeah, that's another story.
Wait, I can't hear this.
Okay,
Are you gonna
you
watch
know
it?
what?
Blah,
No,
blah,
here's
blah,
the
blah.
Here's the thing. This is the eighth season. We would be like, okay, if you're in the process of currently in the process watching it, I know people that are rewatching it so that they can enjoy it, and you haven't finished the first fucking season.
I know.
You know it's serious.
So
when
we're
Blessings
gonna
is
talk about-
fucking season. So
Well, think about it. 8 years. That's like those people in their New Year's resolutions talk about, I'm gonna lose weight. It's been 8 fucking years. You're not gonna lose shit.
Was that actually 8 years? Holy shit.
8
What the-
seasons. Plus, they didn't even show it last year. So it's been 9 fucking years.
Fuck.
It's a decade. All those kiddies in the beginning,
I
they're
came to
grown-ass
Canada
women.
9
One
years
of
ago.
them about to marry a Jonas.
Oh, I thought they were getting divorced.
No.
They didn't even get married.
I thought they were breaking up or something.
Oh, you're talking about Priyanka Chopra. That's tabloids.
Oh, is that?
Ooh, okay. Not that I know the difference.
Oh.
But let me double check though. Because I do like that TA. And I saw it on a tabloid. Like, oh, yeah, we saw it both together on a tabloid magazine. Yeah, that's bullshit. They always say that. You need to know anything you see from a magazine cover at Superstore, Shoppers, anywhere there,
Bullshit.
they're bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
They want you. It's
a
kind of
gang.
it's kind of like they flash you a little bit, and then you go in like they're like, look at what I'm carrying. You know,
Yeah.
you go in,
We're back
and then
to the
they're
vagina with
like,
teeth.
you want to see the rest, you gotta pay.
Yeah.
And then it's just regular shit.
Oh my
It's like every time I look at
God.
those tabloids, it's like Jennifer Aniston is pregnant. Jennifer Aniston getting back with Brad Pitt. Like, who the fuck cares?
And my
People-
thing is like, this bitch ain't doing none of that.
And people are
Girls
talking about
like,
new people.
I walked across the street and they're like, look at her going to her secret rendezvous. It's like I'm having
Now it's
tea
all
with my
about
parents.
Ariana
Like,
Grande.
shut
Oh
my
up.
God.
Now it's all about Ariana Grande. If the tabloids were
Yeah.
then it would be different. But it's the same old people. George Clooney.
And I think they're being
Brad
more
Pitt.
outlandish now because everyone's going on their phone to all the social media platforms, which is why you see it more like they're going nuts on there. Like they're saying such blatant lies. Where like if you just do you just do a quick Google search, you know it's full.
It's like, Brad Pitt has 7 teeth.
He got 8 balls.
And he's not a Scientologist.
Is he a Scientologist?
And
thought
he's
he
getting
was.
back
No,
with
that's
Katie
Tom
Holmes.
Cruise.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Tom Cruise is
we're-
a Scientologist.
Yeah, we were. Oh, Brad Pitt.
Oh, him.
But Tom Cruise
Yeah.
is actually a Scientologist. He actually announced it on.
He's been a Scientologist. I like that woman who's like not a Scientologist but was.
But was?
Yeah, she always like she does these interviews. Everyone asks her because her family was in it. Her mom's really high up in
Katie Holmes?
it. No, not Katie Holmes.
Oh.
This other girl. She's like she looks. What? Okay, hold on. Scientologist, denouncer, Scientologist. Like I feel like her name is like Elena. Some Scientologist.
Oh, that one from Girls? Or whatever?
No, not Lena Dunham. Fuck her.
Oh, why? Isn't she a lesbian?
Oh, Leah Remini. She was this.
I need to see
Her
her face.
She's a Scientologist?
was.
Oh,
So
was.
she was on like these sitcoms or whatever. She's really cool. She's a cool chick. But so when you hear in in her interviews, she just talks about it, how she goes up and up in all these ranks, and you have to do all these kind of
You
stuff.
have
So
to
she
pay
talks.
money.
Well, yeah, and like she's been it when she was young. Like her mom's in it. She's
Yeah.
really high up. And then like there's I think this thing where they tell you the whole reason of life or something like that.
Oh, they actually have levels of it. Apparently, their god
Oh.
is an alien, and then this alien has another alien
Well,
level.
like, and she's the one talking about it, cause like
interesting.
so like this is like very bad for the people.
Yeah, because you're not like, supposed to
yeah,
expose
but like
it.
she's just like, fuck it.
It's all bullshit.
yeah.
So I thought they stalked you if you,
Well, I think this is why she's pretty open, so that like everyone, and she's also celebrity, so
If
it's not
anybody-
just some run in the mill
So
person.
that if anybody knows anything about, like, if anything bad happens to her,
exactly,
people know who to
I
go
heard
for.
they did some sort of branding as well on people, but I could be wrong. I know there's all sorts of stuff, but like if you ever want to look up some really crazy stuff,
Yeah.
like Leah Remini, like she's the way she talked, like she wrote books about it, but I just listen to the interviews because I'm lazy. But like, but I'm lazy. Plus, I like hearing her voice because like hearing her talk about the story is so interesting.
damn. I mean, I've never heard this person before, but
Yeah, I watch a lot of weird stuff.
they seem to have an interesting...
Makes my pussy quiver.
pussy
It got no dick in it.
You mean hiccup?
Quiver.
Quiver?
Little
How is it?
drool in it. You know? Be like,
So what is the other one that for like fart? Queever.
Queef.
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 Okay. Queever. It's like, I need to work on my vocab.
You just learned that?
Yeah. Okay, so yesterday I had a fucked up dream about the Avengers.
Oh, yes.
The Avengers. So I should probably mention that I don't know how long ago, but I had a dream that the Avengers got dismembered. What did I mean? No, like they
separated.
separated apparently because after whatever happened,
And then
and-
I put them
and-
in my pussy.
and the aliens started roaming the earth and like they took over everything. And apparently I was like,
They allow that? There's
see-
shit in your dreams.
I know, right? Like I was seeing the dream from Tony Stark's perspective, Iron Man's perspective.
He's like, I'm on the moon. Can't
It's
touch
like
this.
I am right behind his shoulder. He's just walking, and I'm following him. And in the dream, he was on Earth, and they were killing people.
Yeah.
The first dream that was a while ago, and then he was just hiding from them so that he can gain power. Yesterday, I had the fucked up dream where I'm actually again watching over his shoulder, and he's flying, and his like suit is trying to scan that like alien device that's flying, and it's trying to copy it so that it becomes like it, so it can fight it. So his suit is apparently
Wait,
scanning.
hold on. So you're in Tony Stark, right?
Over his shoulder kind of thing.
Okay, so you're like that angel on his shoulder. Okay.
Watching
Or
the
devil,
dream.
I should say.
Yeah.
and
I was on the left
then
one.
and his suit is scanning an alien.
No, not an alien device. So he was flying, but his suit is also scanning that device.
So is it big or like?
It's a big, weird device. Like
Is
this
he like
big.
in outer space?
No,
or
it's on Earth.
on Earth, just in
Yeah.
the sky, and he's just
Not
scanning?
even on the sky. On like an Earth kind of.
Oh,
He's
like
just flying all over, like hovering.
Asia. Okay,
hovering,
okay.
hovering over Earth. But he's like trying to chase that device, and his suit is actually scanning that device, and it's also changing to that device. So that like
So
the
now
new,
it's becoming more alien.
So the new technology is that his suit scans whatever new technology is there, and because it's nanotech, it starts changing its appearance to look exactly like that.
So if that alien technology looked like a butt, his suit was becoming a butt.
Exactly like that, so that it can fight it off.
I have to think simple to get it. Okay, guys. Nanotechnology rules. Probably farts too.
That's not the fucked up part. So in the dream, as it was scanning the other part,
I'm thinking
his suit was glitching for some reason, and it didn't do it right. So every time it would, like, about to, like, finally turn to that final shape as the other technology, like the alien technology, it would glitch and say error, and, like, apparently he ended up crashing in Earth and, like, hiding.
So now, I'm sorry, I have to think like this, but this is the only way for me to really visualize. Yeah. So I'm imagining his suit trying to turn into a butt, right? But it didn't fully, like, you know, get close. So it keeps farting and then breaking.
It didn't fart, but okay.
No, this is how I have to see, because I'm trying to be simple, right? But, like, y'all think the way you want to think, this is how I think. Okay, so, but it farted because, you know, error, and then it broke apart. Basically. And he's just like, but.
So, like, in the dream, I had that thought that, like, his suit, whenever it was scanning the alien device, the scan would get corrupted by a virus. Because, so this is how I see it. So this is why it glitched. Anyway, so I was over his shoulder again, and he was hiding and stuff. And then out of nowhere, I see people getting forced to go on a bus. And it's human people.
So he's already down, and then it goes to a next scene.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
So the next scene, it's human people forcing other people to go on a bus. And for some reason, there was a nun and kids on that bus.
The nun is trying to save you, girl.
No, this is more fucked up.
Okay,
wait for it.
Forget me. I'm not gonna do
This is not the fucked up part. So those old people were like, come on, go in the bus, people. Like, and the nun, take care of the nun. And they were, like, making sure the bus is full. And then out of nowhere, they're like, oh my God, we don't have time. Just load the bus and go. So they take the bus to another building. And inside the building, apparently, they unload the kids and the nun. And they say, okay, you know what? Like, just keep the nun. Let the kids go in. And inside the building, the aliens are eating the kids.
Just like, the kids, not the nun?
No, because in the dream again, those people who are
they go on the bus. There's a lot more kids than nun ratio.
There are a lot of, like, there was only one nun apparently.
And this one's like, I'm going to take you to see Jesus.
She wasn't taking the kids. No. People are forcing them.
Okay. Yeah. And she's like, eat me first.
No. No, it didn't. No, it was like old people forcing the kids and the nun into the bus.
Well, that's what she should have been doing.
She didn't know what's going on. This is the thing.
Like,
they unloaded the bus inside the building. The aliens started eating the kids. Okay. And, like, they don't. So the old people.
I'm sorry.
This is what I learned again. That
so they went there, got to some building, and then you just see some. I guess I'm thinking like monster aliens, and they're like, that kid. He was like a 5.
That didn't happen like that.
He's just he's using a bone to pick.
Oh my God.
Okay, maybe that happened. I didn't see it.
Like he was plump, but he didn't eat right.
he was eight.
He was like it's like those grass-fed ones. I want them more juicy. It's like that one ate McDonald's. Ooh, let me get some McDonald's.
Yeah, a little salty though.
I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
You were like making it sound like you're twisting it. Make it sound it's okay to eat kids. And enjoy the ones that eat McDonald's. See, kids? That's why you're not supposed to eat McDonald's.
Because Aunt's a blessing's gonna eat. Okay, no, pedophile. No. I retract that statement.
Too late.
I'll edit.
Yeah, but apparently in the dream, like, those people who were working with the aliens were granted, like the aliens won't eat those people as long as they get them more people to eat.
So then the nun's like, well, I'm not ready to see Jesus.
Well, she didn't know that she was going to be eaten.
I know. But now she's like, I can bring more children. Or...
She had no idea because they didn't let her go inside the building.
So she's just out there like...
She didn't know what's going on. The people were like forcing people inside the bus. Like, and go inside the bus. And
But
then I got
she
in.
was in the bus, but she didn't see that whole eating of the kids?
No, because the people were in control of how people go. Like, the bad people.
So they wanted to keep her on so then the kids feel like, oh, there's a nun. It's safe.
They like, no, apparently, I don't know
I'm
why.
sure other people would be triggered.
It was like
it's
just like
fucking
12
nun.
people like just go inside the like they didn't care who was going inside the bus as long as the aliens were fed. But somehow one of the people said, "Oh, because she's a nun, she shouldn't be eaten." So let's just send the kids inside the building instead.
Something about her nunness, you know.
I don't know. What
Maybe
the
she was a virgin too.
Yeah, maybe he was hoping
They're
to
like,
sleep with a virgin.
but
with a
I'm
virgin
sure
nun.
lots of kids are virgins too.
Yeah.
Unless you're a slut.
A slut.
A slut.
It actually went out of my wrong pipe. It went in my nose. What the fuck?
Then I did my
So-
job.
How drunk are you?
So how did that dream affect you?
Oh, no.
Now I know how drunk you are.
I'm gonna get more drink, guys.
Holy shit.
How did
Where
that?
are we at? No, keep going.
How did that dream affect you?
It just made me want to watch the Avengers sooner. I can't wait until the end of the month. I want to watch it right now. I want to see what happens to them.
Wait,
Like, are there any kids gonna be
coming
eaten?
out.
When is it coming out?
End of the month,
Which date?
28th.
I mean,
Fuck, I'm working that day.
oh yeah, we still need to
The
get
Avenger-
Ariana
I'm not gonna-
Grande
Oh,
tickets.
we have to get Ariana Grande tickets.
When is it?
The 25th.
Okay, yes. See,
Tickets less than 50, I'll come. More than 50?
we're
Adios.
not really like expecting you to come.
Adios, amigos.
Because we feel like if we,
I'll buy the tickets on the 17th.
did I finish the soju?
It's on the table.
So why don't you
Okay.
just go on
So I need to choose 7.
26.
No, Ariana Grande's
Oh my God,
concert's
maybe
on the
I-
25th.
Do you still have root beer?
So the movie's coming out on
Did
the
you finish
26th.
it? You finished it.
Oh, the movie's coming out on the 26th.
Yes.
That's a
Oh, let me
Friday,
get
isn't
some
it?
of that.
That's Thursday after midnight. Yeah, so technically Friday.
Shoot.
Didn't you? Was that the story you wanted to tell us?
No.
No, I meant for Layal.
Oh, for Layal.
Oh yeah, that's the dream.
Oh, that was it. Oh.
That was all the dream.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I need to choose 7 things for now from my emotional regulations handout adult pleasant event schedule. Ooh, nice.
You have a fan.
Is that a
No.
butt fan?
I guess so.
I mean, with you, anything's possible.
If I start using it up my butt, you should run. And
Holy shit.
especially if you didn't hear anything. Yeah, okay.
So, okay, I'm just gonna read the first page here.
Sorry, I can hear
It's
it.
okay. I'm just gonna read the first page. It has 68 points. So tell me, we all have to kind of agree on the same one.
Okay.
Okay? So,
Oh, wait, what's the context of this?
the context is I have to choose 7 things. So I have to do one thing every day from my emotional regulations, adult pleasant event
Give me
schedule.
money.
Oh shit, that was so loud.
Sorry.
I mean, sex is number 52, but I'm not good.
Masturbation.
I like how you mentioned this the first point. It's like, so sex is 52. Just so you know, guys. You know.
Cross that shit out.
I'm not choosing.
Because if I ain't getting any, neither I you. Mutual destruction.
So I'm just gonna skip over the ones where I know I can't do simply because it's just out of my scope.
So if it says flick the bean, you're like, nah.
How about this?
Toss the penny, no.
How about this? Read them all out. And
Well,
don't tell us which ones you can do. Just let us tell you. Let's see where it goes
Okay,
from there.
just say yes or no.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that way it's a little faster.
Is it okay if we say yeah instead of no? Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Can we say nah instead of no?
I'm gonna hit you.
Like,
Can we say like hold
okay,
that
number
thought?
1. Soak in the bathtub.
Yes.
Yeah.
Soak
2.
what in the bathtub?
His body,
Oh,
dumbass.
okay.
My balls.
Just
Oh.
dip. 2 dunks.
I'll have like candles lit.
Visuals I have.
I'll have like
Dunks.
I'll have,
Dunk
like,
2.
I'll have petals in the bathtub. Why?
I'm ready for a tea bag. Okay.
Okay,
That was
number
the
two.
first one.
Number 2, planning my career.
No.
Yes.
You already know. You already know what to do with that.
I said yes, but
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Number 3, this is pretty much what I'm doing. Paying my debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Already
no.
doing
It's pretty much
Well, it's because it's already
Yeah,
doing
okay.
I'm
it.
already doing it. 3, collecting things.
Yes. You should collect. You know.
I'm just gonna put a question mark beside that
I'm
one.
gonna say no. Why are you gonna be collecting people's toenails?
Right? Like, I like to collect
I mean-
books, but...
You're a good
Yeah,
organizer.
you
You
need to
should.
read them.
Yeah, read them.
Yeah, I know, but like, why are you collecting?
Sure.
It just sounds weird to me. Why are you gonna be
To have
collecting?
a library of who you are.
5, go on vacation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
like,
But how do I could do a staycation, sort of.
yeah, staycation, or okay, maybe I'm just like, because sometimes people like to plan ahead, so getting all that sorted out in
Remember,
advance.
you only have 7 things to choose from, so you can't say yes to everything.
Fine, no.
Okay.
Right.
So,
Say yes.
thinking how it will be... Oh, no, never mind. Recycling old items.
No.
Recycling old items, that sounds like minimalism. Don't you already do
I
that?
already did that.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Going on a date.
No.
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 Relaxing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He needs to learn how to fucking relax.
No. Keep
Fine.
going.
No. Yes.
Jogging, walking.
Yes.
Okay. So that's like
A red zone.
Yeah.
Right.
going to a movie in the middle of the week.
So like a Wednesday.
No.
Which
We already
went. Or a Sunday.
Oh yeah, for you. But like afterwards, it's like, should I watch a movie?
I was
Well, I
gonna
mean,
say,
you're already
We
there.
already
Already
we
there.
already do shisha like on weekdays, anyways.
True. So
Yeah, it's not gonna benefit you more.
thinking I have done a full day's work.
Thinking?
Thinking I have done a full day's work.
Wow,
No.
useless.
You
Okay,
already
yeah.
know.
Okay.
But
You already do that. Like you already know what you have.
Yeah,
your
I think-
organization.
like
right?
I don't
True.
find that helpful.
13. Listening to music.
No.
You already do it.
Recalling past parties.
No.
I mean, you can recall our parties, but we haven't partied for a bit.
We don't need to
Sure.
recall parties. We just make them.
True. Buying household gadgets.
No, you're renting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I was gonna say like what kind of gadgets? Like a spoon, utensils,
Humidifier.
teapot.
Laying in the sun.
Yes.
Nah, but
Yes.
Yeah. Bugs.
Well, you don't have to lay in like in a park. You can just go lay in like in a
the
pool,
issue
like
is,
on the chair.
the issue
by a
is
pool.
to go out and
I have to be outside. No thanks.
This is why I say why you have to do it.
and this is why I say no.
But isn't it things to like get him going?
wait,
rather
what's the
than-
purpose of this again?
Choose 7 things to do this week, and then
Is it to like what's the point?
it's supposed to help build pleasant experiences.
So yeah, go in the sun.
I mean, it's vitamin D, or get some vitamin D drops. I say no.
Laughing.
I say no. We already do that too much.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Too
It was a riot.
Planning a career change.
No.
Career change. I mean, have you already decided what you want to do? Like, you already got that?
No,
Sorted
you're
out.
already on a career path right now. He's already been changing so much in his career. Now you're on a path. Stick to it.
Languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Business.
Okay.
Stuff.
Just double checking,
Reading magazines or newspapers.
No. You
I
already
did that
read.
already.
Yeah, last time you read it, you thought Priyanka Chopra and
Yeah,
Nick Jonas.
that's another reason.
I literally was like, it's bullshit. It's like, aren't they like, you like literally thought the wrong thing.
Oh my gosh, planning a day's activities. I already have my month planned out.
Yeah, so screw
So
that.
I'm
Like,
just gonna cross this out.
Cross it.
Oh my god, meeting new people.
Yes.
Yes. You need to meet one
You
new
have to get out of
person.
your comfort zone.
So this week I have to meet one new person.
And you have to go outside in the sun.
I didn't say that.
I mean, you can just do a volunteer one day thing somewhere and just meet someone.
When he has time.
Yeah.
This is a week.
Going home from work.
Going home. What?
Oh, you always go home from work. I think some people don't go home straight.
I'm so confused. How does that work?
Some people go to like bars.
How do you go
or...
home?
From work.
Because some people don't go straight home after work. They just waste time and then...
No, I'm still trying to hold up. My brain's broken. I've been drinking. How do I go? Go home.
From work.
Go home.
Because
I
okay,
was at work.
you do
so
that
go
every
home.
day.
So go
yesterday.
home after working. Is that what they're saying?
I think so, yeah.
Like yesterday, I didn't go home. After
No, you're
work.
adding too many words. It's nothing to do with that. They're literally just saying go home after work.
Yeah, because some people don't go home because they don't want to go
They
home.
didn't say any of that. They literally him going home after working. That's it.
Yeah, I know, but this is
That's what it's saying.
I know, but
You're adding words.
No,
they didn't say any of that.
You're not getting it. There's always those people who don't I know of a person. I've heard the story where he doesn't just go home after he works. He just hangs out and gets drunk with his friends.
Oh, like they could then okay.
Like
but you already do this, so fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Next one. Practicing. Oh, I do. Practicing yoga. I guess I could do that.
Yeah, I think that
Well,
cool.
do you already do it?
No.
On and off.
But making a habit and trying to do something.
But you have to do it for a week, so you've already done it before. So what's the point?
I mean, I think it's good to do it in the morning. Yeah.
Because if
kind of do some sort of stretching in the morning, like a routine of sorts.
True.
Just for a week. Check it out.
So I have 1, 2, 3 things done out of 62.
okay.
32. Thinking about retirement. Oh, fuck no.
Not yet.
No,
no.
no, you're too young.
33. Repairing things around the house. Nothing's broken.
Only you.
34.
Dark
Only
one.
me.
Oh, yeah.
34. Working on my car.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That'd be
Clean
interesting.
it
Yeah,
out.
can.
But
yeah,
can you
'cause it's
actually fix
warmer
anything?
now. Or you can.
Just make sure when you work on a car, you don't turn it into a boat accidentally.
I'll try.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, I think that's actually good.
Be like, I thought
Ooh.
this was important.
This one's
Yeah, let's do
good.
it.
Remembering the words and deeds of loving people.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I think that's good.
And if you don't remember us, we'll kick your ass.
Yeah, I'll fart in your face. You
She will do it. Trust me. I know she will.
36. Wearing sexy clothes.
No, please don't.
Oh,
Please
yes.
I'll just wear a
Treat
jockstrap.
yourself.
I'll buy a jockstrap.
You have provoked blessing again. Skip.
37. Having quiet evenings.
I
You
feel
already
like
do
you're
that.
I already do
You're
that.
just like it's.
I work at night, so.
Yeah, true.
I feel you need to
You're
get
like,
another sheet.
there's no one here. going back and forth. And okay.
38. Taking care of my plants. Don't have any.
Oh, get a plant. Like a cactus.
I think that would probably be the best one.
Yeah, I want to get a cactus. We'll get cactus.
We should get cactuses.
They didn't say if it's alive or dead, so you can just get a dead flower.
No, but it's just taking care. So
How
that's
can you
good.
care of something dead unless you're turning into more dirt?
You just put it in a frame, and you make sure the frame doesn't break.
But I think
1,
the
2, 3,
cactus.
4,
But we have
5,
to do
6.
that for the week, right?
Oh, true.
So then no. That's later.
Buying, selling stocks.
No. 40.
That's gonna take up your whole week.
Yeah.
That's gonna take up your whole
more
life.
like that's more like I want to like when I get obsessed with something, I get obsessed.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
40.
keep burping.
Going swimming.
Sorry, I thought that was
No.
farting.
I mean, I don't want to go by myself.
Swimming?
Oh, that's fair.
Going swimming.
I can go with you, but you caught me on a bad week.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Virgin status.
I mean, I can come and just swing my legs, but that's about it.
41. Doodling.
Oh, so drawing.
Do you-
Drawing.
I think that would be cool.
Do you draw usually? I thought you
u-
did.
I used to draw.
Then you
But
can do that.
I think that would be really cool. I like
Oh.
seeing that dude on YouTube who's 365 day, and he's doing some kind of paint stuff, and he makes real cool stuff.
Like I taught myself how to draw.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I think it's a form of catharsis.
So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more thing. 42. Exercising.
No.
That would be part of the yoga
Oh, that would be a part of jogging walk.
or
Yeah.
jogging. Yeah.
42. Oh, 43. No. 44. No. 45.
Say them out loud.
Yeah. Say it.
Oh, 43.
Say something.
Collecting old things.
No.
No. 44. Going to a party.
No.
No.
Ah.
No.
No.
Not in the week.
Not
no.
even clubbing?
No.
That's actually
Well, that would be when we're
There
going
are
to
pages?
Ariana.
that's 72.
Holy
We're-
shit.
we'll finish. by
No,
this.
we're only doing 1 to 62.
Okay.
Okay, but we're going to Ariana Grande later this month, so that's a party
Oh.
already.
But that
true.
doesn't count because
So
it has
that
to be
doesn't-
this week.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
sure.
that's why I'm just don't bother
Okay,
with
that
it.
doesn't count then. So number 46, playing golf.
No.
47, playing soccer. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to
Where
buy
are you
a
gonna
kite.
get
I
a
can
kite?
come with you.
No, buy a kite.
You know what I would do? I'd
It's
get
like
a plastic.
$5.
I get a plastic bag.
Put a string on that shit. You're like barking. All these kids are like, "What's that man doing?"
I
He's
should
trying to
get-
find out where the wind's at.
I should get one of those like really big like industrial
God.
size.
Have you ever flown a
bags.
kite before?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. then.
I think I've done it once, but it could have been a dream as
We
well.
can do it all together again.
But this week.
I mean, yeah, if we have to.
Do you have a kite?
I can get one. It's like what,
But that
$5
is
from
a
the dollar
hard
store.
maybe.
Yeah.
Hard maybe.
That silence kind of gave it away.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I'm not committed.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
just saying it right here.
Yeah, I know.
I am
I'm
not.
Same.
No.
49. Having discussions with friends.
We already do that.
True.
Do
Next.
that.
Oh my
I
god.
mean-
Number 50. Having family get-togethers.
Scratch that out
That's
as I
us.
know.
Okay, we do that
That's-
every day. That's us, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's
It doesn't
also
count.
us, too.
Yeah.
True,
That's
that's
true.
us. No, that's true.
When my mom's there cracking jokes.
51. Riding a motorbike.
No.
That would be cool.
You
would just go to those people on White Ave and buy Tim Hortons. They're like, can I just sit on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it vibrates.
Oh,
And then they're
It's the
like,
vibration.
get off.
52.
Sorry, it's wet. Let me wipe it out.
Oh.
52, cross it out.
Sex.
No.
No.
You might as well wear lingerie.
True. 53. Running track.
No.
I'm already doing.
Already doing that.
54. Going camping.
No.
55. Singing around the house.
No.
56.
I like that, but no.
Arranging flowers.
No.
You need the flowers.
57. Oh
You
my
go
god.
out into the weeds.
This one is triggering. Practicing religion.
No. Next.
Like.
Just like open it and close. I practice. Or you do like the whole bowing. Oh, you could do the whole Shinto thing.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Or Buddhism. And you just like sit there and eat chips.
Oh, my landlord's Buddhist.
Oh yeah.
She,
So like no.
she's Buddhist. 58. Losing weight.
No. Skip.
Gain weight.
59. Going to the beach.
Where?
Where? Yeah.
60.
Left.
Thinking I'm an okay person.
No. Skip.
No, wait, that's good. That's the mind. Oh, but you're doing the mindfulness thing.
Something
Okay,
you're
so
practicing.
okay, fair, yeah.
61. A day with nothing to do.
Yes. Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
Hold on. I just realized it's like thinking I'm an okay. As in, I'm like,
I'm not.
good morning, guys. I'm average. I will not be successful.
I am below average.
I am not an achiever. But I can pass.
Do nothing
How about-
all day. I think this is a very good one for you.
So should I do 61? A day with nothing to do.
Yes.
So then
What
that
was
Because
it?
every
62,
day you're doing
having-
something. Every day you're
having
doing
classmates.
something.
So then
Is that just being at home watching Netflix? Oh my gosh, yes.
So that would have to be on a.
And then you have to scratch
Thursday.
your balls every like 2 hours.
Yeah.
That would have to be a Thursday.
Sure.
Yeah, scratch your balls every.
Yeah.
So that means I can't go out.
Yeah.
I have to stay home and just watch Netflix.
You can't even watch those educational Netflix movies. It
Yeah,
has to be
you
something
need
dumb.
the mind numbing.
Yeah, it
watch
has to
Rick
be-
and Morty.
it
Just
has-
watch Rick and Morty. It's somewhat
Rick and Morty or
educational.
Family Guy.
True. I've been like literally.
Or like the ones that are like heartwarming. You know,
You can't
or
watch.
scary.
You can't watch TED Talks. You can't watch.
I
You can't learn a
know.
language. You can't try to think of like this is.
Yeah,
very good.
you're-
Because
you
I
need-
watch the talks every morning
You can't do that.
before I go to sleep.
You can't do that.
I listen to like podcasts during my like downtimes.
You want me to show you some other podcasts? The
What?
ones that don't teach you shit. They're like talking about their days, like I fucked this one bitch,
Yeah.
my God.
that one.
or like this one guy who's so pathetic, and he's just like, I'm a hard beta male.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna show you those if you want a podcast, and you're gonna like listen to 2 seconds. You're like, no, that's too dumb.
So then-
That's what made me.
So then would that be 61 then?
61. Yeah.
61. So then I have my 7. So jogging, walking, meeting new person, yoga, working on my car / cleaning it. 5, remembering the words and deeds of loving people. 6, doodling. 7, a day with nothing to do.
I really.
But the
recommend-
jogging and walking one can't be like, oh, I'm walking like
Like I'm running for the bus.
Yeah, or like I'm walking to work from the like it has to be like a conscious separate thing.
If you don't want to do that, just go to the bus stop and just sit on the bench.
I mean, like,
no.
Or like if you walk there, but you don't have to go somewhere. But then kids.
True. Like
I'm
I mean, what
so gassy
because what I could do is I can because usually I prefer to jog when there's like no one, and that's either first thing in the morning
or at the very end,
or at the very end of the day. And considering that I work nights, the best time would be like
at night
after work.
After work would be.
So how far from your work to your place?
It's 48 minutes walking.
48?
Yeah, so it's too
So that's half an hour
walk.
jogging.
That's too much to
just walk around the thing.
Or take the bus.
Around.
Take the bus to
I
a
would
nearby
walk first
stop.
to find a jogging path if you want, but.
Oh no, I know where to jog.
Okay. Then.
I was gonna say like instead of taking the bus all the way home, just halfway through, get off and.
Oh, get off early and jog all the way back home. But then you're wearing different clothes. You're not. Clothes. He's not wearing like the proper stuff. Right. So that's that would be efficient. But if you want to switch your clothes and because
I can jog in my clothes
but
right now.
You usually have your other stuff in it for like
true
important things.
Okay, I'm really sleepy right now.
Okay, well we're already at like a minute and 10, an hour and 10.
We already have an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess we can.
All right, guys. So I think we're gonna. Well, you listened to all of our crazies for today. Yes. I think
Alien
you
Eating
need
Dreams.
For our first episode. I think you need some time to like
Rant. And Alex's actual real struggle in the world, not like just us blabbing about random stuff.
Oh yeah, we can keep going on, but we need to.
I mean, you guys can go keep talking. I will just.
Oh no,
I
think this is a good.
I think this is a good time. So guys, keep doing you. Hope you like our podcast. Feel free to find us on Twitter, find us on Instagram. Maybe we'll be on Reddit.
Have hiccups from the vaginas.
And it's 2V1G and